Welcome to the Cyber Threat Bulletin, where we keep you up to date on the latest cybersecurity threats and data breaches. I am your host Ragshaw, and today we'll be covering some significant developments in the world of cyber threats. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow the Cyber Threat Bulletin to stay updated on the cyber threat landscape. Stay informed, stay secured. Let's jump right in. Our first story today revolves around a concerning cyber attack campaign that has recently come to light. Security experts from Securonix have uncovered a campaign that targets exposed Microsoft SQL Server (MSSQL) databases. This malicious campaign employs brute force attacks to infiltrate these databases, ultimately delivering ransomware and cobalt strike payloads. The attack sequence typically begins with the attackers gaining access through brute force attacks on the vulnerable MSSQL databases. Once inside, they expand their control over the target system. They use MSSQL as a beachhead to launch various payloads, including remote access Trojans, rats, and a new ransomware variant known as Free World. This variant earns its name from the inclusion of Free World in the binary file names, the ransom instruction file named freeworldcontact.txt, and the distinctive ransomware extension, Free World Encryption. But that's not all. The attackers establish a remote SMB share to host their tools, which include a Cobalt Strike Command and Control Agent, SRV.X, and AnyDesk. They also deploy a network port scanner and Mimikatz, which is used for credential dumping and lateral movement within the network. In their final act, the threat actors carry out various configuration changes, from creating and modifying user accounts to making registry alterations, all aimed at disabling defenses. This campaign underscores the importance of securing your MSSQL databases and staying vigilant against evolving cyber threats. In our next story, we turn our attention to a critical vulnerability that has been discovered in VMware's ARIA operations for networks analysis tool, previously known as vRealize Network Insight. Security analysts at Project Discovery Research found this vulnerability, tracked as CVE 2023344039. The flaw allows remote attackers to bypass SSH authentication on unpatched appliances, granting them access to the tool's command line interface. What makes this particularly concerning is that it can be achieved through low-complexity attacks that don't require user interaction. VMware acted swiftly and released version 6.11 to address this issue. They attributed the vulnerability to a lack of unique cryptographic key generation. If you use VMware's ARIA operations for networks analysis tool, make sure to update to the latest version to protect your network from potential exploitation. Lastly, we have a warning about the evolving threat landscape involving information stealing malware. More threat actors are leveraging the leaked source code of SapphireStealer, an open-source malware, to create improved versions of this malicious software. SapphireStealer, in its various iterations, now exhibits flexible data theft capabilities facilitated by the Telegram API or a Discord webhook. This enables attackers to conduct stealthier operations, making detection even more challenging. A recent report from Cisco Talos has shed light on these developments. What's more, SapphireStealer has been distributed through the FUD Loader malware loader, which, like the information stealer itself, is net-based. Researchers have observed that attackers have already used FUD Loader to deploy a range of remote administration tools, including Agent Tesla, NJRAT, DCRAT, and Dark Comet. This trend emphasizes the importance of continually updating and fortifying your cybersecurity defenses against evolving threats and leveraging threat intelligence to stay ahead of attackers. That concludes today's Cyber Threat Bulletin. We hope you found this informative and helpful in keeping you informed on the latest cybersecurity threats and data breaches. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next time. Please like, share, subscribe, and follow the Cyber Threat Bulletin to stay updated on the cyber threat landscape.